At Christmas time, we're all very busy, so every little time saver is worth its weight in gold. Today I'm going to show you an amazing cheaters version of a Christmas classic that is so simple you won't believe it actually works. Let's make some of my cheaters Christmas cake on the One Pot Chef. Let's start on our cheaters Christmas cake. Now, first things first, we've got dried fruit, some dried mixed fruit, a 1 kilo bag. Just toss it into our bowl. Now, whatever combination of dried fruit you want to use is entirely up to you. This mixed bag contains sultanas, raisins, currants, citrus peel, glacé cherries, a whole shebang basically. But if you've got particular favourites, feel free to use them. Now, this is the big shortcut, and it's a weird cheat, but it works. I'm putting in a 600ml carton of chocolate milk. Just regular pre-made chocolate milk. You could just make some up as well, just using regular milk and some chocolate flavouring, whatever you like. And just pour that in, like so. And using a wooden spoon, we're just going to mix that around and break up all the fruit so it's all nicely soaking in that chocolate milk. Now all I want you to do is to cover the bowl with some plastic kitchen wrap, cling wrap. Just cover it up and pop it in the fridge for 8 hours to allow the fruit to soak. Then we'll move on. And it's been 8 hours, and as you can see, the fruit has sucked up the majority of this chocolate milk, and what we're left with is this plump lumps of fruit coated in this sort of sticky brown goo, which is absolutely gorgeous. It smells amazing. So let's move on. Our final ingredient is 2 cups of self-raising flour. Now, if you don't have self-raising flour or you can't find it where you live, you can just use plain flour and add in 2 teaspoons of baking powder and just stir that all together until combined. That's our batter ready to go into our baking tin. I've greased and lined a baking tin with some baking paper, and I'm just going to transfer the mixture into the tin. And that's our Christmas cake ready to go into the oven. Preheated oven, 120 degrees Celsius, so it's a very low oven, for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, or until a skewer inserted into the centre of the cake comes out clean. The cake is looking absolutely gorgeous. We're going to leave it in the tin for about 20 minutes to cool, then we'll start decorating. Our cake's out of the tin and I've just popped it on a plate. In a coffee mug, I've just put a couple of tablespoons of apricot jam and I've just melted it in the microwave for about 30 seconds or so just to make it liquid. And just using a pastry brush, we're just going to brush that melted jam all over the top, just to glaze the top of the cake. And now on top of the cake, we're just going to decorate with an assortment of nuts and dried fruit, whatever you like. I'm using some pecan nuts today, so we're just going to stick them onto the glazed surface in whatever pattern you prefer. And just using the remainder of the melted jam, we're just going to glaze over the top of each of these little decorations. Make them nice and smooth and glossy. And this is our cheaters Christmas cake completed and absolutely looking gorgeous. Honestly, I can't believe how simple this is to throw together. I mean, the cake itself has only got 3 ingredients. The decorations only take a few moments to put together. I think it's very impressive. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. Check out my other videos at OnePotChefShow.com. And until next time, see you later.